The biggest animation festival in the world. Taking place every summer since 1960, this festival encompasses a large amount of the animation industry's outside time. The town itself is nothing less of beautiful and grand and awe-inspiring, but with one major flaw, that we are not currently there. This could be like a Blair Witch Project kind of thing, where this is just found footage and then in 10 days we're dead in a field in France. The plan is to travel from Exeter, city of dreams, place where a taxidermy polar bear is a major attraction, to London, where we would get a train all the way to Annecy. A trip that at best would take 12 straight hours, and at worst would leave us in London for a bit. Yuck.
Disgusting.
I'm so eager, but so hesitant.
Yeah.
So excited, but so nervous.
Yeah.
I actually felt kind of sick on the
I
bus.
feel sick now. I didn't pack enough clothes probably, but that's okay. Also, it doesn't get better, future Drew. It'll get worse from here, trust me. It's always going to get worse. Nothing to expect.
Good start, okay. After reuniting, we began our journey to London. Our first train was delayed by an hour, which made this journey a little bit fucking stressful. It was me the one stressing. I was the stressor.
You were stressing, were you?
Yeah.
Were you?
Did you tell?
Wasn't obvious.
We'd arrived in London, St Pancras, London, and boarded the Eurostar over to Paris. It was a brilliant trip, and by brilliant trip I mean I bought a beer. It was the first time any of us had been on the Eurostar before, so it was kind of cool. Like, you don't really realize you're under the ocean. Also, it is like way shorter than you'd think it'd be. It is like a 20-25 minute train ride, which is just under the channel. We had a brief glimpse of the countryside, and then we arrived in Paris. Drew wandered off somewhere and got a waffle, I think. We weren't there for long anyways. We had a train to catch. The final hurdle, the last train to Annecy from Paris. It has been a stress-free, completely stress-free day, and we're loving it. Going to ignore that. What is that?
It's a light.
Oh wait, you're doing that?
Yeah.
Yo.
I don't know much about the waffle market.
Maybe that's your calling.
Annecy. Annecy, here we go.
I don't know what to say. I'm absolutely
Oh, I'm too ready to just get there.
Yeah. We've got a good view of the countryside, as you can see. It's been a long 12 hours traveling on the train. We still have legs, although we can't feel them. And we're hoping to pick up a kebab when we get there. It would have been probably a better idea to get more than 4 hours of sleep before we came out. But you know,
Going to be okay carrying anything?
Yeah.
Because the bags under your eyes are big enough.
Oh yeah.
Check this out. We have got this whole area, backspace. Drew's looking like some sci-fi portrait. The lighting works. Oh, I'm so sleep deprived. This is not a good time.
Annecy! 17 hours of travelling, boy. 17 hours.
We'll see tomorrow how many of my brain cells have died permanently or not.
Oh.
And I don't have enough energy to continue filming and talk. So
Would you like a cigarette?
bye everybody.
I reckon Sharon's going to be fun because that thing gets fucking hard.
Not the only thing. Why are so many of the books just called Sloop?
I've never read his work.
The plan is to go to a campsite tomorrow where we would be pitching up for the rest of the week. But before the day ended, me and Alfie thought that we might have a bit of explore around the town. What time is it? What time is it, man?
1:20 in the morning. Still get people, walking their dogs, music pumping, everyone's out and about.
Oh my god, this is the building that's in every fucking
Yeah.
tourist ad on the planet for this place.
Well, we're in the right place, I think.
Yeah, there you go. Well, this is the place if you doubted it.
Right, we've seen Annecy.
We've seen it.
Let's go.
Yeah, fuck it. We've woken up and we're still in Annecy. It wasn't all a fever dream. What's the plan? We need To get food, we need to find out where Drew's going because he's doing some volunteering for the festival. And then mopeds. So we're trying to figure out mopeds and then campsite. Or maybe not in that order. But once we've done that, once we've got to the campsite and put all our stuff down, then it's stress-free living except for everything else. Before we enacted on any plans or things we like had to do, we had time before we had to check out of the hotel. So we thought we would actually try and explore Annecy in the daylight where you could see things properly.
That's wild.
Come on. Look at that view, look at the water, look at where we are.
The animator's lifestyle.
Makes me need a cigarette. So guys, we killed Drew, I took his hat, we sold his body parts to get grapes. We also got a coffee with a cigarette. We got yelled at. It's okay.
Although Alfie was pretty certain that Drew had in fact survived and was waiting to pick up his volunteer pass from the Annecy people. In the meantime, we had a campsite to get to set up where we would be sleeping for the next 7 days. We think Drew is stuck in a queue here. Let's see if we can see him. I don't see him. Yeah, we didn't see him. We took the bus all the way to the campsite, checked in, and started setting up the place where we would be sleeping for a while. It had to be perfect, so we did it really fast. Look, you see, look how fast we're going. Look at this, look at that. Okay, we're getting a bus back to Annecy from the campsite. Hopefully getting some mopeds to drive, which will make this whole thing a lot easier. And a lot more fun. A lot more fun. And freeing.
Please stop touching me, sir. I don't know you.
Video is never going to do justice to how grand this thing is.
Absolutely not. Remember discovering it last night in the darkness?
Yeah, when we couldn't actually see anything.
You could just see this vague, ominous shadow silhouette.
We got into town and picked up a moped. Very fun fact about France, you only need a provisional license to drive a moped, which means you can drive one of these things without having driven one of them before, which remains really funny as long as you don't do anything stupid. Like taking a fully loaded 50cc moped up the Swiss Alps. We wouldn't do anything like that. That would be stupid. I'd woken up early today and decided to go on a walk of our campsite. The place we were staying was right next to the lake.
I mean, come on.
It was beautiful.
It was such a change that 24 hours ago we were in the UK and now it's like that, and then suddenly, oh, the Alps are here. Swiss Alps. The video is never going to do justice to how actually grand they look. Insane that because one day 4 years ago I picked up London and it's taken me to this place in France bordering Switzerland. How that just one quick moment suddenly spirals off into something much bigger. And because I watched like one Daniel Craft video one day 4 years ago, and now it's taken me to Annecy and hopefully further. Okay, I think I need to head back and check on the other guys. I have a bet they're both going to be asleep. Well. Waiting. Emergence.
We'll wait for a while and get to
Oh. I got all the time in the world for you, Drew.
Oh wow, right, I'll hold that there.
Man hasn't seen a mirror in 2 days.
It's been the best 2 days of my life, man. Bonjour, monsieur.
Excuse me, what day is it in Annecy? Which day are we on? Is it 3? I thought it was 2. Day 2 in Annecy, but day 3 on the trip. How are you doing, Drew?
Tired. Very tired.
How did you sleep?
I woke up at 6 to a bunch of screaming children.
What are we doing after this?
We are sorting out our tents, making sure everything's right and proper. Then it's to Annecy, going to mingle.
We're gonna mingle.
We're gonna take photos.
That too.
When we're gonna explore a little bit, I think.
Whatever. That's also good.
Alright guys, what are we doing?
We're heading back to Annecy for day 2, and the festival has begun, so we're checking it out.
Got a nice field of cows.
The thing in the UK when you wake up and you hear, you might hear a bird or an owl or something. When you wake up, you hear the harmony of cowbells in the field.
The birds this morning was insane. That was beautiful. I felt like Cinderella. It's Cinderella, oh, Snow White.
We need to hone on these details. We're going to an animation festival. If you get that wrong, they'll kick you out.
We're going POV for a moment just to take in the scenery.
We should just have like a separate video which is just the cows. We should have mentioned Alfie is a photographer.
I've got 2 rolls of Kodak Gold 200, one of which I spent 20 fucking pounds on. £20 for Kodak Gold. You know You know how bad that is. Photographs, and digital and film, vlogs and videos. This trip is going to be captured forever.
This is the day before the festival properly starts. We have set events and plans for the rest of the week, so today is about exploring and seeing Annecy at its best. Little bit grand and impressive. You realize how beautiful this town is very quickly walking through the streets. The city just feels like it's full of life all the time. We took a quick group photo and then returned to camp to rest and prepare for the first day of the festival.
€750 for a pint of shandy. We didn't realize it was shandy. We just looked at the cheapest thing on the menu and went, "Du panache, s'il vous plaît."
It might have been a good idea to learn some more French before coming to France, I think. But we have the view.
I've been yelled at by bus drivers. Drew's back at the tent, doing his own thing.
Get yelled at by a bus
Guy was like, he kept speaking fucking nonsense, and this really nice Asian lady was like trying to help understand, but even she didn't even know what the fuck he was barreling on about.
It has been a really odd mix of, oh my god, this is incredible, and
Oh my god, this is so stressful.
oh my god, this is so stressful. And I think we're easing more into the relaxing part of the trip. We're getting more into it.
Yeah.
The Annecy stuff that I'm going to starts tomorrow, so that'll be fun. I think it's just short films and then maybe a screening in the afternoon.
I want to go around and take billion more photos. I've already gone through one roll of Kodak Gold. I've got another one lurking about. I've got my digital camera that I kind of need to charge soon. All getting repulsed by shandy.
It's just not real beer.
We still got a week.
Yeah, we still have a week
We still
here.
have a fucking
We've
week.
spent one night. It feels like it's been at least 3 days.
We need to get drunk and actually dwell on that.
We've got some alcohol that was a little bit bought illegally, but what are you gonna do? Okay. Yeah, I think.
If he's gonna mow this whole field, I want. Hang on, he's gonna run back with my film camera. That camp van tall grass is such a photo.
Yeah. Oh shit, you gotta be quick. He's coming around.
The things we do for photos, man.
We're quickly seeping through our funds, so we gotta be really careful about how we spend our money. That being said, bon appetit. No. This is our final night before festivities occur, and we are gonna spend it well. By spending it well, I mean getting pissed and watching the football. Ronaldo, what are you doing? You're embarrassing me for the vlog. He could be at Annecy right now, but he's playing the Nations League final. What is he? What? Oh shit. I'm gonna have to edit this later too. Well, like in a week and a half. As eventful as this day was, it got even more exciting due to the fact that Annecy announced Andy Serkis would be in town to present a preview of his new film Animal Farm.
I genuinely believe that Andy Serkis is going to arrive in his own private fucking car, then he's just gonna fucking leave straight after whatever the fuck he's gonna do.
I think Andy Serkis would be here for at least a few days. He wouldn't be in the public eye. He would be in, like, you know, the special celebrity booths or, like, you know, the high key booths or something. If we see Andy Serkis, by the way, that'd be crazy. That'd be hella foreshadowing. We won't.
I'm open to surprises, but I don't think we're going to run into Andy Serkis. But all I'm saying is, I think this guy is going to turn up in his own blacked out private car, say whatever the fuck he's going to say, and then fuck right off.
The day has arrived, first day of events. I took the moped in early to go to a morning screening, and I got to be part of Annecy's famous paper plane tradition. If you don't know what that is, it's pretty self-explanatory. You make a paper plane, you throw it to the stage. If it gets to the stage, everybody applauds. Hooray. In the meantime, Drew was off adventuring to pick up his volunteer pass.
So, we are approaching the MIFA building. They told me to come here to 9 o'clock to receive my pass. So, let's hope for the best.
Alfie, on the other hand, was up exploring, photographing the place and the time. There's so much life in this town that you can struggle to fit it all into just one frame. But I think these photos really showcase this place at its best more than probably the entire vlog does. It's really the power of photography.
Finally got, after 3 whole days, my volunteer pass. Still no shirt or tote bag, but I finally got a pass. Apparently I'm French as well, so yippee.
So after all of this, we reconvened, and then something happened.
So we were wrong and we were right. We did run into Andy Circle. Oh, that's Andy Circle around there. So we did see him. Couldn't get anything signed.
When's he leave?
Should we ambush him? Stalking Andy Serkis. Where's the 5-star limousine? Love your work, dude.
Thank you so much.
That's it. I said my name back. Yeah.
We weren't expecting to see Andy Serkis, so I had nothing to sign. So I did this stupid drawing of the Animal Farm movie, which has almost all the characters in. And he signed it with no hesitation. Say what you want about the guy, he really respects the arts, you know.
Post Andy Serkis meal.
We had some cool down time and then headed to the festival's Arcane exhibit. It was one large building that included so much amazing artwork, pre-production, sculptures, all these types of things that was just so interesting to watch. Even if you're not a fan of Arcane, you can appreciate all the amazing hard work that goes into it. It's really inspiring.
Drew, I'm freaking the fuck out, man. Those shrooms were not a good idea.
We went back and then drove out again.
Smile.
It was Alfie's first time driving the moped, and it was really just a natural. It just went very well. We had one final event for the day, which was the screening of the Transformers 1 movie. The, like, animated one with that one meme, and he goes like, blah, 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 blah. It was a packed event, and Drew was looking to meet up with some friends that he had
I
made.
think I'm looking for a dumbass with a bandana.
That's on the vlog, he's gonna hear that.
Oh, I'm so sorry, I don't. Oh no, no.
Who knows? Oh, my new bandana, he doesn't like it.
Wait. How did we get him?
Somebody drove a moped for the first time. He's kind of buzzing.
Kind of.
He's buzzing.
How did it?
Wow, maybe you could do this instead of being an alcoholic.
Or best of both worlds.
No! Whose words we're looking out for somebody
stupid
somebody
bandana.
with a dumbass bandana. Just gonna look
Fucking
so
terrible
stupid.
bandana.
Yeah.
We did eventually find the people Drew was looking for. I cannot remember how stupid his bandana was. The film was completely in French with no subtitles. Still a really great watch. Like, I really recommend it. It was a lot of fun.
Transformers 1 was amazing, and we made some friends, so that was cool. Wait, we didn't mention how stupid his thing was. His bandana.
The night was coming to an end, and somebody was very excited to drive home.
He's very happy. He is very happy. The boy, it's Christmas for the boy. What's Christmas? No, you're not. No, you're not.
I started this morning with a screening of The Last Blossom, an amazing film about a Yakuza on his deathbed recounting all the moments of his life, and he's talking to a flower. Crazy stuff, awesome film. I back-to-back the morning with a set of short films, which are always one of my favorite things. The amount of different talent and artwork you get in an hour-long screening is insane. One of my personal favorites out of the ones that I saw was The Girl That Cried Pearls, which actually went on to win the Oscar this year. I spent the rest of the morning enjoying the sunshine, walking about a bit and loving the best bits of the town. Drew and Alfie met up in town a little bit later.
Get a room.
Aardman Animations host a picnic every single year on the pavilion, and we went along to that, had a nice time and mingled for a bit, and then we returned to the campsite to do some even better mingling with the lake, and we're in a kayak, we're kayaking. Oh no, wait, okay.
If Zach Cador's in the middle of that lake, I'm going to find him.
Damn.
Got it.
Say something witty for the vlog. Say your catchphrase, Alfie.
Itu bigot?
Okay, looking back on this, we genuinely thought that this meant, do you have a lighter? It does not. It just does not. We were calling people a lighter for a week and a half. I mean,
Barefoot.
we arrived back in town for my most anticipated event of the week.
This is my favourite part. We're seeing Flow.
If you haven't watched Flow, get on it. It's amazing. It won the Oscar on an incredibly small budget, and it's just a beautiful film. And they were playing it at Annecy this year on a massive outdoor screening.
I drink every time Morgan said flow on the strip. I would actually be getting about alcohol.
We got here an hour early and it's still packed. This will be the 5th time I've seen the movie, I think.
That good.
up?
So this was as exciting as it is, and then something else happened.
Réalisateur Gins Zilbalodis. Faites un accueil animé.
Gin Zilbalodis had showed up to the screening. I'm going insane. This was not announced beforehand. I'm still in shock. This guy's an animation idol, a Blender icon.
Qui le sera sûrement d'année en année. Et il est très heureux.
This is a special place. It's very dear to me. And I'm glad you have the chance to see it in this amazing way.
Il est très heureux d'être de retour à Annecy parce qu'il était là l'année dernière.
Day 5 started off very well. It was a very relaxing day. We didn't have a lot scheduled, but this festival is one of those places where things just seem to happen.
Here we are in the wine shop, looking at all this wine, and I look up and I see that's why is he up there? Who fucked my wine?
Well, Drew and Alfie were whining about the place. I was somewhere else. The artist Deduz was having a little gathering. You may recognize his artwork from a few places, one of those being the Blender Bloody Splash screen. The guy is a legend, easily the face of Blender Grease Pencil. He had this little cardboard cinema set up, and the gathering was to draw characters to go in said cinema. You can see my one right here. What a guy. From the luck of it, I happened to run into the guys on the way back. On top of touring the wine shops, they had been meeting Chris Sanders, the director of the new Wild Robot movie. And he also created Lilo and Stitch. I mean, that's pretty cool.
Chris Sanders. Signed poster. He's got one too. I said, I don't really know much of his work because I don't. I was like, my girlfriend's your biggest fan. No, I wouldn't forgive myself if I said I was going to get it and then didn't. And he said, you're such a good boyfriend in such an American accent, Chris Sanders. Getting a tote bag to protect this weird 16:9 poster. Doesn't fit in my bag, so it only fits A4. What kind of fucking bad end? Only fits A4. Like a fucking photographer. What are you on about?
So we're meeting up with some friends that we made to take a ride out on the lake. Are you looking forward to that?
I'm so looking forward to it. I bet Drew and his completely dry trousers are really looking forward to it.
There are a few places on the Annecy harbour that rent out boats, and you can take them directly into the middle of the lake. It's beautiful. Drew, do something funny.
Bye, Morgan! How's it feel to be left?
Drew captaineering. Watch out for that boat on the left. Went out on the lake, went for a little swim. Steering boats.
Like a fish in water, Drew. We spent the rest of the afternoon lounging about in the sun and finished the day off with an outside screening of the Wild Robot. I'll be honest, day 6 we didn't have a lot of recording. There were events and things that we went along to, but we just didn't want to stress about filming it all. Yeah. We've been having so much fun and doing so much that we've put the vlog to the side. On the back burner. But we've reached an important moment in the trip, and that is trying French escargot and sipping beautiful red wine and slightly less beautiful cola.
Trying escargot for the first time.
3, 2, 1.
That's not that bad.
Oh, it's not bad. That's good.
If I didn't know it was snail.
No, I wouldn't have guessed. I would have guessed some kind of like sea creature. Kind of shellfish. Like a shellfish, just without the fish.
We can call that one Snail Day. Just want to see some short films, they're really good. And now we're heading back to the campsite.
It's hot.
It's really hot, yeah. Continuity vlog. We've not done enough continuity vlogs, so I'm not exactly sure how well this is going to flow together. We've done the final full day of festival activities for us, and now we're heading back to the campsite to go for a swim on Le Moped. And it is so hot, it's ridiculous. But it's been an amazing week, and we're going to finish it off strong. That's not going in the vlog. Last meal in Annecy. It's flown by. We've gone back to basics with campsite fish and chips.
Feels like home.
Except less greasy and less... no, the grease is the charm of the UK one.
All the breakfasts here are like really nice and sweet and nice.
I want my porridge!
UK breakfast is just grease and
dodge.
Although our time here was coming to an end, there was one thing we had been eyeing up the entire trip, and it rhymes with climbing up the French Alps. Phelps? Michael?
Joking myself about.
We took a 50cc double-passengered moped up a fucking mountain. Looking back, was this a good idea? No, not really. Probably not. Was it funny? Yeah. At parts of this journey, we were going walking speed.
Okay, we're probably getting as fast as cyclists right now. Real speed.
It is ridiculous that we got up here.
Okay, I said too many funny jokes. Morgan kicked me off the moped and left me stranded. Check out that fucking view though. Swiss Alps, brother. That's just the outskirts. That's a cheese building. They make cheese in there. Oh, you know what? I think someone forgives me. That's the man with the bike. And I'm the man with the view. And no more Kodak Gold, brother.
By the time we made it up there, it was dusk, which left the view a little bit to be desired, but even in the dark and the fog, it was such an amazing place to be.
Slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down.
We packed up early and brought all our stuff to the Annecy Center.
This is kind of like the last moment in Annecy. We're waiting for our train, and we're buying all the things that we have to bring. I feel like we came into this trip wanting to really record everything, and suddenly, wow, so much is happening that we just kind of want to do it without worrying about anything else. But, you know, who knows what I'm a good editor, we'll see what we can piece together.
Our journey home was split into 2 days. We had to get to Paris first, and we would stay the night and take the Eurostar over the next morning.
Nous sommes à Paris.
C'est la vie, mon ami.
Double-decker train.
I'm going back to Annecy at some point in my life.
Hotel in Paris, we're staying over here the night, and then we're getting the Eurostar in the morning.
We have got saved. We have got keys, and that's about it. But the crown jewel of this apartment is the glorious marble stone shitter with the biggest window I've ever seen.
Oh, have we opened this?
That's just a fucking door.
Check out our balcony, my guy. Talk about a view. They said we'd get an Eiffel Tower view in this place, and we got close. We're spending the night in this beautiful place, and then we're getting the Eurostar back to Devon tomorrow.
I figured out the shower, guys.
You can go first. I'll set up the camera here for a time lapse.
Our journey tomorrow would be long and tiresome, so we headed to bed to get some good rest.
Goodbye to this stunning city view.
Wow.
Stunning.
We got on an early train the next morning and boarded the Eurostar over to London. It was a long and tiring journey, but I think it was more so burdened by the fact that we were leaving an amazing week behind us.
Hey, that's the closest we're gonna get to seeing that Eiffel Tower.
Not like we were less than 2 miles away from it.
Is that a missed opportunity? I doubt
It
it.
might have been, but I like that bit.
There are a lot of things to say about Annecy and about our time there, but I think one thing we can agree on is it was more than a holiday. Not only was this a week full of amazing things, it was also special in the fact that we had just finished college. This was a specific time that we were moving in a new direction with our lives. And this trip felt like it was somewhere in between the old and the new. We took one final train back to the Holy Land and finally parted ways.
There's gonna be soppy music playing, and we're maybe that will do. Maybe that'll just do.